Elections will come when they come. I would say it's not about the PAP needing a strong mandate, but Singaporeans recognizing that much is at stake for Singapore in this new environment. We elevated our bilateral ties to a comprehensive strategic partnership. And it's not just about an upgrade in name, but it really reflects a strengthening of our cooperation in substance and also in areas that will be mutually beneficial for both our countries. It's not just business as usual, it's not just doing more of the same, but it's exploring ideas to take our relationship to greater heights, which we are actively doing. Industrial parks are not new. We have done so in China, in India, in Indonesia. And because we are there, providing the software, providing the environment, the plug-and-play solution, it also allows companies that invest there to interface with their Singapore operations. The HQ can be in Singapore, but the factories can be in one of the ASEAN countries or one of the countries that they are operating from. Vietnam is one country which has made tremendous efforts since the start of its reform process to open up, to attract investments, and it's continuing to do so with great determination because it's at a stage where it doesn't want to fall into the middle income trap. It has a will to want to get there, and to the extent that it continues its reform efforts to attract investments, to stay competitive, whatever we do with them in the VSIP 2.0 projects will be helpful. There is a tradition in Southeast Asia, in ASEAN, when the Prime Minister first takes on appointment that you do introductory visits to all the other Southeast Asian capitals. So I've almost completed them, but not yet. There's still Cambodia and the Philippines and Myanmar. All of us in ASEAN can see the changes that's happening in the world. It feels like we are entering a world where it's every country for itself. And the stronger countries will use aggression or even coercion to get what they want at the expense of smaller countries. If we can combine together in ASEAN, then as a whole, as a collective, we are much stronger and we can hold our own in this new global environment. And certainly the ASEAN leaders recognize this. That's why there is renewed effort, or there is a desire. Elections will come when they come. I would say it's not about the PAP needing a strong mandate, but Singaporeans recognizing that much is at stake for Singapore in this new environment. Because in order to survive, in order to thrive, in order for us to navigate a very challenging global environment, we will need a strong and united Singapore. So there is much at stake in the elections. And when the elections come, I will present my case for the PAP, for me and my team, and I hope Singaporeans will give me the chance to serve them and to serve Singapore. I could have just decided to do less on the renewal front and largely contest with the present team. But if there is no renewal, I think we will feel the effects of it, not immediately, not even for the next 5 years, but certainly in the next 10, 15 years, we will feel the effects. That's why leadership renewal is such a key priority for me, and that's why I've been working very hard in the last 1-2 years, engaging different individuals, persuading and encouraging them to take the step forward to enter politics. I would say I'm glad that some have answered the call. We continue to recruit from all different sectors, not just within the public service. We also have candidates from the private and people sectors, from academia and many other areas. We usually start with more, and then eventually we finalize to the slate of candidates that we will field in an election. That's quite typical, because we start with more, because along the way we expose them, we test them, and it's a two-way street.